Hi there. I have wonderful news today about my phone service. As I mentioned yesterday, my phone service was supposed to be disconnected tomorrow because my end date is always on the first of the month. Well, it was disconnected today. And it shouldn't have been because sometimes like I have the card, like I buy the gift card, so I upload using the card. So sometimes I've uploaded on the first day, sometimes I've uploaded close to midnight. I would have the service throughout that day because usually when something expires on a day, it's that day goes through up until midnight and then it's expired. And so it always, it said always it would state that it expires on the first of the month. Well, anyway, this one was actually cut off. So I went to Verizon to seek help. And of course, they couldn't help me. They did tell me that I would have to call the 611 number. So I called the 611 number. I spoke with this young gentleman, and I explained to him just what I mentioned to you. And he said, okay, let me look into it. He looked into it and he said, I have extended, like I'm going to, activate your phone, reactivate it, and extended the service until the 25th of April. So I was basically like, come again, like I was so shocked. And I said, I repeated it. I said, 25th of April. And I said, are you sure? And he's like, yes, ma'am, we know what you're going through and blah, blah, blah. And then he said, you have the points. You have the points for us to extend your service. And I didn't have the points. Yesterday, I didn't have enough points, and I begged them. If they could use the points that I had, if they could use like 500 points to, give me 500 or $5 worth of service. And they said they didn't have the system set up that way. I've called back a few times and they said no, they couldn't do it. But today the points were there. They weren't there yesterday. They weren't there the day before. And I know that because I knew how many points I had. I had like 600 points, which isn't enough. And so, but today he said you have the 10,000 points. And so we are going to extend your service. And this, of course, is God. Like, this is all God. And I just, it's just a miracle. And that he did this because it was only 600 points. There was no 10,000. There was no 1,000. There was no 1,000 points. So the gentleman said, yes, you have 1,000 points, so you're fine. I've extended your service up till the 25th of April. So I just had to share that with you, that God is just a miracle working God. He's just been just miracles and miracles. He's such a good God. He's so good to me. And so that's what I had to say. Okay, bye. Bye.